Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Hearthstone related video. I'm NibletK, and today we'll be talking about Hearthstone. Yeah, so the Year of the Raven is the new year that is coming to Hearthstone. We had the Year of the Mammoth. It was an interesting year, so to say. We got the 3 expansions. So now we're gonna get 3 more expansions, and I am actually excited about that. So let's see what the Hearthstone news, have to say about the upcoming, patch and all the new goodies that are gonna come. I'm sorry about me being a little bit off. Took a little bit of time out. That's besides the point. So the Year of the Raven soars ahead. So what are we gonna get in the Year of the Raven? Other than the fact that it's gonna rotate, so we're gonna be saying goodbye to, the last sets there were in the Year of the Mammoth. So all of those, like Journey to Ungoro, Knights of the Frozen Throne, Kobolds and Catacombs, are all out. I'm sorry. I didn't read correctly. I said Journey to Ungoro, Knights of the Frozen Throne, and Kobolds and Catacombs. Those are still there, apparently. Whispers of the Old Gods, One Night in Karazhan, and Mean Streets of Gadgetzin are the things that are gonna go away. Also, we got a little bit of a teaser that shows us the upcoming expansions. Now, if you're a Warcraft fan, you might guess the things that are gonna come. Although Blizzard, with Hearthstone is like all over the place. They do reference like the Warcraft universe, let's say 80% accurately from what I heard. I never played World of Warcraft or the Warcraft series that much to know the whole lore of the games, but people seem to be enjoying the flavor of each expansion, being as close as possible to what it is that they do in Warcraft. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. I did watch some other reviewers, and they're saying there might be coming something with more, nature-based things like druids or something like that. Also, the void might be something that might get exploited at one point. And also, people are anticipating something with water, so Nagas. But that all is subject to change, until we have the full release. We will not know exactly what we will get. So, Hall of Fame. To help meet the goal of keeping Hearthstone fresh, certain cards from the Classic set will become exclusive to the Wild format. So this is not something new. Blizzard has done this before with a few other legendary cards such as Ragnaros and Sylvanas, and also other cards. And actually that's a really good thing that they do, because it allows them to expand easily into new territory without being, drawn back by specific cards that remain throughout the sets because they're like in the classic and basic set. So yeah, those things will never get rotated out. So the Hall of Fame is a way you can rotate that out and put them into Wild. So first card is Ice Block, which actually will enable players to get more creative in making Mage decks, because Mage will not have the you cannot kill me, so I just win on the next turn or something like that while burning you out. Mages will have to be more careful now. Granted, they did give Mage some tools that revolve around getting armor in conjunction with spells. So that's an interesting approach. Also, they're probably going to be more spell heavy, maybe, and also maybe since they put in the new legendary that revolves around spells and summons dragons, it would be kind of interesting to see more dragons that are being implemented into Mage. Mage did get some dragons in the past in last expansions, and they did not shine very well. There were definitely some interesting things in there, but none of them surpassed like the old typical type of burn mage or grinder mage or stuff like that revolve around tempo or board clear or stuff like that, just stalling out the game, constantly chipping you out of your health and eventually just killing you. There's also Quest Mage, which revolves around a bunch of spells and then fulfilling a combo that is pretty much known as Exodia Mage, because Exodia is a mechanic in a card game named Yu-Gi-Oh, where as soon as you have all of the cards, you win instantaneously, thus making the Mage Exodia Mage, because once you had the combo, you definitely won. Okay, so the next card that will rotate out is called Light Oracle. This one's an interesting one because it didn't really enable like a bunch of archetypes. It did help a little bit with mill decks such as Rogue or Druid. Other than that, not that much. It wasn't such a huge influence on the meta, so to say, but it's definitely an interesting card that gets rotated out. I'm curious to see what other card draw mechanics they're gonna implement in, or maybe they won't even implement in that many card draw mechanics or minions or something like that. I guess we'll just have to see. Also, the Molten Giant is now back to 20 mana from 25. It was nerfed to 25, so people were a little bit upset at first when they made it 25 mana. They didn't really see the value behind that, and a lot of people suggested maybe they should have just sent it to Wild and let it be. So I guess Blizzard is really keeping up with everyone, or trying to satisfy the majority of people, because you cannot satisfy everyone. So they did actually do that. So they unnerfed the card and they are moving it into Wild format. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Now a lot of people are a little bit scared about this, in the sense that there is the Naga Sea Witch Giants deck, and it's gonna be a little bit overpowered unless they change or nerf the card. So people are definitely into that, but I'm thinking Blizzard will definitely do something about that as well. So quicker quests is something that people won't really care that much about, but it's definitely something good in my opinion. I am just a basic player and I play when I can and how much I can. I have, like just a normal guy. I have other things to do. I can't just sit there and grind Hearthstone to the max. So now, as you guys can see, some of the quests have been redone and will give you even more gold, and you can complete them faster. So you can just, get your daily gold and try grinding out your packs as fast as possible, because Blizzard is not too generous, in the sense that if you want to buy a pack a day, you're gonna have to grind a little bit, and sometimes it's not gonna be that easy, because you will have to win 3 games you have to win 3 games to get 10 gold. So the quest giving you half of that is already a start. So you need to do 50 more gold to buy a pack a day. So that means you have to win 5 times 3, that's 15 times in one day. But playing 15 matches is gonna take a little bit, especially in this meta where there's a lot of Warlock and not too many aggressive, fast-paced decks. There are some, but they are countered by Warlock sometimes, and Warlock likes to stall the game, so not all games are gonna go fast. Okay, so let's see what the quests are. So only the mighty. Old, play 20 minions that cost 5 or more, and reward was 40 gold, and now the reward is 50 gold, and you only have to play 12 minions. Now, class victory says win 2 games with one of the 2 classes, reward 40 gold. That wasn't that hard to do, and it wasn't that bad. Now the new one says win 1 game with one of the 2 classes, so you only have to play 1 game and you're done. If you win, you're done. You might be someone that wants to try to go up on the ladder, and you have this quest and you just want to get it done with. You don't want to stay there and be miserable and not play the deck that you want. Maybe you have something like your least favorite classes that you have to play. Definitely easy. So the reward is again 50 gold. Now class mastery states you gotta play 50 cards and you get 60 gold from the specific class that you have to play the cards from. Now you only have to play 30 cards. So in theory, if you put all of your class cards in one deck and you get to play them all, you're pretty much done with the quest. You can look at this quest. You can play with majority of class cards in your deck, and it'll take you up to, I think you can do it in 2 or 3 games depending on how many class cards you have, and not really worry about grinding it that long. So yeah, see, and they also say we're not stopping here. We've got our eye on more quest improvements for the future. So that is a good thing in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure in a lot of people's opinion, because Hearthstone has to become more generous with their rewards a little bit, and incentivize people to enjoy the game and not to feel so grindy and feel the need that they have to pay or invest real money just to keep up with the whole expansions that are coming out so fast right now. Okay, that's about that on quests and Hearthstone getting better and better. In-game tournaments. Now this is something interesting that they decided to implement. There's gonna be a separate tournament mode inside the game, which you can use and utilize to host or create specific tournaments from your own home. You can participate in tournaments that are ongoing, so it's definitely gonna be a lot more interesting, and it's definitely gonna open up a lot of possibilities for other players to to compete basically in another kind of format, because not everyone's gonna be grinding high tier legends or going away from home to specific cups or whatever or whatnot. And this is gonna be definitely something cool and interesting for a lot of people to try out, and also for a lot of creative people such as casters and people that like hosting tournaments, fireside gatherings, and all that jazz. It's definitely going to improve all of that and even more. So we're definitely going to enjoy this tournament style a whole lot in Hearthstone, and yeah, I'm pretty sure me and you are definitely excited to get something like this. Right, the next thing we have is the new druid hero, and it's Lunara. Now, I would have really hoped Blizzard would have put something else as a druid, secondary or alternative druid hero. The fact that it's Lunara, it's a little bit sketchy because Lunara is actually a little bit ranged as well if you play Heroes of the Storm. The whole idea about her hero power, it doesn't really implement the whole nature thing that well. I don't know. That could be also said about Malfurion, but Malfurion, he is a druid with all the shape-shifting and stuff. Oh, whatever. Who am I to judge? It's definitely something cool, and everyone will be able to get her. She is locked behind just winning 10 games in Hearthstone Standard, Ranked, or Casual mode. So it's not that hard. You just gotta play, do your quests, just play randomly whenever you feel like it, win 10 times, and whenever you're done with your 10th win, you're gonna get this alternate hero portrait or skin or whatever it's called in Hearthstone. I'm not sure exactly. I guess it's a skin, theoretically. So yeah, that's pretty much all about the news. Fireside gathering fun, people that are passionate about fireside gatherings are gonna have a lot more to, enjoy. They have been implementing a whole lot of other things in Hearthstone, even with fireside gatherings and everything, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see Hearthstone evolving and letting people enjoy the game as they want and how they want and when they want and stuff like that, because people have different opinions and not everyone can stay there and just grind a game like indefinitely. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I haven't said really anything new that you might not know, but in case I did, I hoped it helped. I'm looking forward for the new expansions, for the new year, the Year of the Raven. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully we're not going to be stampeded on, I don't even know what the word is, stampeded on by a bunch of warlocks. So Q-Block, I hope they don't get, cards that help that kind of style even more. And hopefully the other classes will get slowly other things that can handle slow and fast-paced decks that are, probably gonna come in the next expansion. So yeah, I've been NibletK. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy Hearthstone.